We are not going to sit back and take it. Our leaders on the left are going to stand up for what's right.
We are going to fight this fight. I am going to stand with you in this fight, and we will win. 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 We won't rest. We won't rest. We won't rest. We won't rest.
Oh, we are so we are doomed. All these old men. Look at who we have running this country.
What's up, y'all? Gerald here, creator of Gospel Chops and your host for this YouTube channel, back with another video. Now, y'all, it seems that the Democrats have gone off the rails. Seems like they are losing themselves. Seems like they're coming unhinged, unwound in this third week of Donald Trump's presidency, and it seems like they can't handle it. And I understand. Listen, let's be fair. I understand he's coming through like a bull in a china shop. But y'all should have been ready for this. Y'all, this is February 2025. The man was elected in November 2024. Did you not prepare for this? Seems like you didn't. Seems like the Democrat Party had no contingency plan and they are losing themselves. Not only the politicians, but the late night comics. Everybody who has been beholden to the Democrat plantation all this time, seems like everybody is coming undone.
Shut down the Senate! Shut down the Senate!
Are the Doge people here? Are they in this building now?
We are 8 employees. Correct. That's all I know. I don't know specific who Doge is or any of that. I just know that 8 employees are here. Although, as you are all aware, it's in the press. Everybody's been asked to telework. There are select people here to provide services for the agency. So the rest of them are all telework.
Are you career?
I am. Are you?
Thank
You career
you.
as well.
Yeah,
Thank
you. Yeah.
We want to thank you for your service. So there's no opportunity to.
No, unfortunately, I don't control that. I'm just here to pass along the information. Thank you for coming, and I'm sure Department of State will be putting out more information for sure.
Are you the
repeat that
senior
message one
civil
more
servant
time?
here?
No, I am not the senior civil servant.
Here
I have
today.
gray hair like
Today.
No, absolutely. Just gray hair. That's it. That's the senior part of me.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you,
very
guys.
much.
I appreciate the time. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yep,
Thank
see you soon.
Okay.
Take care.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Chairman, why don't we want to debate Elon Musk coming in and talking to us about his work and how he's enriched himself for $64 billion?
Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman.
Chair recognizes Dr. Fox.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move to table the motion.
There's
I
a
second.
motion to table. There's a
Mr.
second,
Chairman.
second by
Point of
Mr.
order.
Higgins.
Point of order,
Now,
Mr.
the
Chairman.
motion is not debatable, as many
Point of order, Mr.
are in
Chairman.
favor of tabling. Point of order, state your point.
Mr. Chairman, I think it's outrageous that this committee will not even entertain a
No,
motion.
you state your
Chairman, that's not a point of order.
Somebody
You know,
who's breaking the law
agree.
and
Point of order.
dismantling our federal
Mr.
agencies.
Chairman, I
and
call-
You're
hiring
You're out of
federal
order.
agents
No, we don't listen to
and
demagogues.
data,
Out of
and
order.
you will not
Out of order.
even
Out of order.
entertain a motion
The
to
motion
bring
is
this
out of
in
order.
front
This is
of the
demagoguery. This is
oversight
out of order.
committee.
As are in favor of tabling.
Yes,
signify.
let's have order in this country.
Stansbury, you're out of order. You know you're out of order. You know the rules of this committee. There's been a motion.
Mr.
and a
Elon
second to
Musk is
table.
out of
Now,
order and
He's
dismantling.
out of order.
I call the question.
There's been a motion and second. Motion by Dr. Fox, second by Mr. Higgins to table. All those in favor of tabling signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed signify by saying no.
No.
In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it and the motion
Mr.
is
Chairman,
tabled.
I ask for a recorded
The
vote.
recorded vote is ordered.
If there's one thing I love about this circumstance, it's the fact that Elon Musk, the first friend of the president, the first buddy, as they say, is taking a wrecking ball to political corruption in this country. The things that we all have known for years have been going on. We know they've been punking off our money, our tax dollars. We know they've been punking it off, screwing it off, sending it to their special interests. But we continue to pay taxes. because we feel like we're forced to. The IRS has an enforcement arm, and we don't want them running down on us, so we continue to pay taxes into this corrupt system. Well, y'all, the beauty of Donald Trump 2.0 is this little guy over here named Elon Musk, who has enlisted a few 20-year-olds, a few 20-somethings that are engineers that are using AI to crawl through the government files and find waste, fraud, and abuse. They just on waste, y'all. They ain't even got to the fraud and abuse yet. They just on the waste part. And they're coming across billions of dollars, tens of billions of dollars that have been wasted. I saw a podcast this morning where Tim Pool was expressing that no matter how hard he tries, no matter how hard he works, he can't get ahead of Politico. He can't get ahead of the New York Times. Well, turns out, y'all, based on Elon Musk's research through the Doge agency. And I know some people out there kicking and screaming, these leftists out there in front of cameras. They want y'all to know it is not an official government agency. That's all right. He's just an advisor to the president. He don't have no authority, but the president has all of the executive authority of his branch. And he's going to use it as he should. Well, Doge is uncovering some things as saying, no, you can't get ahead of Politico, Tim Pool, because Politico is funded by the U.S. government through USAID. Oh, we have uncovered one of their main conduits, y'all, for corruption. You can't get ahead of the New York Times because the New York Times is funded by USAID, the federal government, funding these quote-unquote news sources that are anti-Trump, that supported the impeachment of Trump in his first go-round. Yeah, we finding out now what is really going on. And here's how they funnel it, y'all. It has all come out in these recent releases from Doge. They are going to make an employment benefit of a subscription to some of these news sources as part of your employment. So if you have 100,000 employees in your department and you give them all a subscription to the New York Times, a subscription to the Associated Press, and you just include those things as part of their employment benefit package, that ends up with your department sending millions upon millions of dollars every year to a media entity that is then incentivized, right? To cater for the deep state. And that's what we have here in America. And I'm so glad Elon Musk is ahead of Doge, got them little kids off in there running that little department and digging through things using AI technology. I hope they go through it all, find it all, uncover it all, and expose it to the American people so that we can all see what's going on. No, this ain't the end of it. You think the left is laughing now? All of America will be laughing at the end, but we're going to find out sooner or later, hopefully sooner than later, that this ain't funny at all.
Tonight, Democrats versus Elon Musk. The tech titan may be a shadow president going full Bane. The Batman villain is what we're talking about here, crediting himself for returning power to the people while at the same time dismissing any criticism of anything that he is doing, calling all of his opponents cronies of the radical left shadow government. Democrats agree that Musk is a problem, but listen to them today, and they have a piñata in search of a stick.
To our Republican colleagues, if you do not see the light, we will bring the fire. Resist!
We are going to be in your face. We are going to be on your asses.
We have days to stop the destruction of our democracy. We have work to do. Tell Elon Musk to take his hands off your money. We don't pledge allegiance to the creepy 22-year-olds working for Elon Musk. We pledge allegiance to the United States of America.
And goddamn it, shut down the city! We are at war!
We will win. We will win. We won't rest. We won't rest.
Gretchen.
Yes,
So,
they need the Democrats need a real leader. Okay, they need a real leader, which currently does not exist in the Democratic Party, and they have been caught completely flat-footed with the entire Trump presidency for the last 2 weeks, and Elon Musk. I said on CNN months ago that Elon Musk would be the most influential advisor to President Trump, and that is proving to be true, whether you like it or not. But Democrats should have had a plan for this. They knew it was coming. We say this every single night.
2025.
We knew it.
Just talked about.
We knew it. Trump has said all of these things were going to happen. We saw him align with Elon Musk, which may go down as the smartest thing that any presidential candidate has ever done, from the young vote to tech to a million other things. So Democrats needed to have a plan, and it may be too late.
Yeah, Bakari, are you fired up after?
I'm fired up and ready to go. Can't you see it in my face? For me, I'm disappointed in the lack of plan. I'm disappointed in the flat-footedness. I don't. But you know, Josh and I just had this kind of robust conversation about how we view this issue about Israel and Gaza and relitigating November. But I believe going forward, Democrats have to present at least a unified front with all wings of the party, all factions of the party, and actually have some energy that focuses on these bread and butter issues. I've said it till I'm blue in the face that Elon Musk having access to your social security number is an issue. The freeze on aid is an issue. That issue cuts across USAID. Do you know that they purchase billions of dollars of goods from American farmers? I don't want to hear Chuck Schumer saying, and we won't lose and we won't rest. I'd rather have a small business owner up there talking about the impact on them. I'd rather have somebody who was displaced, who's a Black woman who's worked hard to have her business out there chanting and
they
talking
need to pick their targets, because there is a risk here that they end up going to bat over things that Americans are like, what does this have to do with me?
We know that the Trump plan is to flood the zone. What do they call it? Some sort of like strategy to throw so many things out to us that the press can only cover so much, the Democrats can only cover so much, and then the really important stuff flies under the radar. And I think that's what's happening. We spend all our time talking about Greenland. The next thing we know, USAID's gone. Everyone's like, what just happened?
But do you think the screaming, the Nazi rhetoric, one of the Democratic congresswomen literally called, I think it was Ayanna Pressley, but it was a Democratic congresswoman, literally called Elon Musk a Nazi. Do we really think that kind of alarmism is helpful?
No, I totally agree with
after
you.
years, don't you think Democrats would learn that just screaming hyperbole about Trump, America's rolling their eyes. They rolled their eyes in 2016. They rolled their eyes in 2024. It's all a bit much.
Not in 2020.
He's making a good point that if you're at 15 every single day, okay, people are going to tune out. No question about it.
But the fact is, like, look, I mean, the imagery is there. This is how we miss our moment. On the day of inauguration, sitting behind Donald Trump was Elon Musk, was the CEO of TikTok, were these billionaires who now have offices in the White House, who are now going and affecting figuring out how you file your documents, your Social Security, all of these things. They don't speak for us.
I think the highlight reel that you just played, spliced with the highlight reel of all the people trying to run the Democratic National Committee at their organizational meeting, ought to be put together, and we ought to take money from the Republican National Committee and play it on a loop. Ladies and gentlemen, the American left is so far off the rails, they're going to have to get Google Maps to find their way back. They are way gone right now, and it's glorious.
Thank you.
And there you have it, y'all. The left-wing voting bloc of America is so lost in the sauce, they are going to need Siri. They're going to need Alexa to help them find their way back. They're going to need a mapping app because they are lost, and America does not support what they support. They have lost the message. They have lost the populace. Donald Trump is a populist president. He won not only the Electoral College, but the popular vote. How you gonna get the populace of America back? Lefties? With all that transformer foolishness? No, Donald Trump is on TV right now as I record this video, signing an executive order so that men are not included in women's sports. No, actions are being taken to push not only yourselves, but your ideologies. Take your mindset with you. You are going to be excised from American society moving forward for the next 4 years, at least, at minimum. What you gonna do about that? Because that's just enough time to turn around the mental sentiment of America that wasn't supporting you anyway. We felt like those things were forced down our throats. We felt like we didn't have a refuge. And then God rose up a man, let a bullet whiz past his knot. He said, I can do it. I can do the job. I'm here for it. I'm built for it. for such a time as this. Let's do it. Let's rebuild America. Let's make it great. Let's make it greater than it ever has been. He said, God saved my life for a purpose, to make America great again. Y'all, you can say what you want. You can feel how you want. You can do what you want. But when a man feels like he has a spiritual purpose, well, you put him in a seat of the president of the most powerful country in the world, that man is unstoppable. So all you can do is sit back and cry for the next 4 years, and we're going to sit up and drink your tears out of Starbucks coffee mugs. How about that? Y'all, let me know what you think about this in the comments. I love to know your thoughts, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share the video so we can get more people involved in the conversation, y'all. And like I always say, always remember and never forget, without the gospel, it's just chops. Until next time, peace.